Hey guys, so I'm at the studio and I'm here with ChellisCurls, also known as friend Chelly, and we're going to film a Q&A. We're going to answer some hair questions, some life questions, so yeah, stay tuned.
Friend Chelly, known as ChellisCurls on Instagram and YouTube. I have been on Instagram and YouTube for over 2 years now, full time for 2 years. I started my page with just transitioning from heat damage hair to natural hair, and I kind of was just documenting my journey. First of all, I didn't even know social media was a thing in terms of you can make it a job and a living. So I started doing that, started documenting my journey, and then once my hair was healthy, I started doing different hairstyles, and the hairstyle season of my platform really took off. A lot of people were enjoying that, so I just kind of went with it. And now that I kind of maxed out on hairstyles, kind of maxed out on hair routines, I'm kind of transitioning into life content because there's more about me than just doing a wash and go and creating hairstyles. So that's kind of the vision for 2020, and it was great because Lynn said she's kind of transitioning at the same time, and we both have curly hair, obviously, as you guys know. So it's a great time to start transitioning, and especially with the fellow influencers.
Yeah. So the first question I have is, do you guys see yourselves moving out of the New York City area? Ooh. So I always saw myself moving out to DC, Virginia area, because I had an ex-boyfriend who kind of worked out there while he was in college. So I always visited every year for the past 4 years, and I loved DC and Virginia so much. I fell in love, and I'm such a New York City girl, but I would have moved out there. Even that we're not together, I would still consider it, but not alone, maybe in the future. But that's the only place I would move out to. I am such a city girl, in New York City specifically. I grew up here, so I don't know if I could move anywhere else. I would probably just stay here.
Yeah, I haven't been to DC. I haven't.
We have to go. We should go.
I'm down.
We can collaborate with hotel and stuff.
Let's do it. I'm so down.
Okay, we have to plan that afterwards.
Okay, so for me, I don't see myself moving out of the city. I'm kind of I live in Yonkers, so I get kind of the best of both worlds. I can come to the city, and I can also just have my quiet time where I live. But because of my fiance's job, we can't necessarily move out of the 5 boroughs. I'll keep his job a secret, because that's his story to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see myself, and also my family is here, and I can't picture myself being by myself and starting my own family without my family around me.
Yeah, that support.
Exactly, that support. So I don't think I'll be leaving New York City for a while. If I do, it's probably when I'm older and my kids are a little bit older. I don't know. I don't think I will.
I think family is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I have little sisters, and I have a lot of siblings, so I would be really sad if I
and work here is great too.
Yeah.
So
there's
a lot of
events
here. There's lots of events, lots of other influencers that also live in the city, so linking up would be much easier instead of moving somewhere where it's kind of random and nobody lives there. So you're kind of just stuck home filming content, and we work from home already, so it's good to get out and collaborate with other people and just meet other people. And I feel if you don't live in New York City or LA, it's kind of harder.
New York City is the place to be, and
exactly, so it's kind of harder to do that.
Somebody asked what made you want to collaborate. Well, I reached out to her, I think a month ago or 2 months ago. We always talk on Instagram, we support each other, and we're always oh, what are you using, what lighting, stuff like that. So a month ago, I told her that I would go to her house because I know
she still needs to come to my house.
I know, I still will.
We still gotta come over.
And I told her, oh, we should collaborate on a video, and she said, yeah, sure, let me know when you're free. And I never let her know, but I told her I was going to, but I just didn't have time.
No, you did, but then I told you yes, and then I mixed up the day because I went to LA that week, and I never got back to you. And I was
you didn't?
No, it was we were supposed to meet the 12th of last month.
Wow,
and I was in LA. Well, thank God you don't, because I was damn, I hope she forgot, because I forgot.
I did forget.
I mixed dates. I was oh shoot, she was supposed to come this week.
Damn. Okay. Well, it worked out.
You forgot.
Yeah.
And I was okay, she
it
forgot.
doesn't bother me. I know people are busy. So that was that. And then yesterday I was like, damn, I kind of want to go to the city. I kind of want to hang out. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I should go out. So I was like, oh, let me hit up Franchelli if she wants to go out to the city. And she was already going to be here, so it worked out perfectly because my stepdad's studio is in Hudson Yards, and she was at a race spa.
Yeah, it was at a race
which
spa.
is like a couple blocks away. So it worked out perfectly. And we're like, we should collaborate on a video. We should vlog.
Yeah.
So
it literally worked out.
It worked out. So this is like the first of the collaborations we have.
Yeah.
We're going to have.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do more because we are curly hair influencers, even though we are transitioning. But we have, like, I have to lay her edges. Like, y'all gotta see that. Like, we gotta do it. Like,
I tried yesterday.
I gotta do her hairstyle. Like, you gotta do it.
She's the hairstyle queen. I usually just do my
No, you
signature
do
look.
really cute hairstyles too.
I do basic. You do more like
hairstyles. You're for like the people that don't know how to braid, don't know how to
twist
that much.
I don't know how to braid.
So listen, we got the best of both worlds.
We do.
So that would be like a video
simple, more like you know, amp it up with her. So
maybe we can have you recreate one of my hairstyles.
Okay.
That'd be fun. And you gotta literally lay your edges like I do.
Are you gonna give me your products that you use?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come over.
Okay.
Okay, guys, stay tuned for that video because that'll be super fun to do.
Yeah. Do you have a different hair routine or use different hair products in the winter time? So for me, I use so many different hair products. Before, I only used to rotate between like 2 brands, but now I use so many that I know what's going. Sometimes I don't know what's going to work on my hair, obviously, because our hair has a mind of its own.
Literally.
So, but I use different brands. I do have my go-tos, but I do rotate my hair products in the winter because I need more moisture, more hydration. So I like to use more moisturizing products in the winter. So I always use leave-ins, creams, and gels, or maybe just a cream and a gel, something thicker for my hair.
So for me, it's funny that they asked that because I'm actually that's my next video that I'm gonna be posting. Is my winter routine, because I do believe that within the seasons, you do have to swap out products. In the winter time, it's important to obviously vamp up your deep conditioning at least twice a week and to focus on thicker hair products, like she said. So I like to do cream-based wash and goes and kind of add like a gel in it for hold, but not something that's gonna be too drying because it's already cold and your hair is already craving extra moisture. So for my winter routine, it's cream-based and I use a lot of products that are thick, that have a lot of moisture, and I kind of lessen on the protein treatments just so that it doesn't dry out my hair during that time. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh my god, everyone asks me this question.
Really?
Yes.
That's
When I
that's
go
like
to
the-
meetings
that's
or
like
like
you have to like plan ahead. Like, where do you see yourself? Or where would you like to see yourself?
22, 23, 24, 25, I'll be like 27. Yeah, 27.
Oh my god, that's a baby.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Wow. Well, 2 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be
You're like at a different stage.
I'll be 29.
27, 29, late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s. We're not that far apart.
No.
I thought you were older for some reason. Like, you look younger, but I thought you were older.
Maybe
because you're like more mature.
The way I present myself. I've gotten that. People think I'm like 18, but some people are like, oh, I thought you were older because you're more mature. So in 5 years, oh my god, this is so corny. Like,
why?
Job-wise or like
whatever,
everything.
anything that you want to like.
So in 5 years, I don't know if YouTube is still going to be around. Maybe it still will, and I'll be like a really good YouTuber by then. Hopefully, I mean, in the next year, that's my goal.
Yeah.
But damn, it's gonna sound so corny, but I hope to have like a boyfriend and someone who loves me and appreciates me.
A fiance, let's dream big.
A fiance.
A fiance, baby girl. That's 5 years.
I need to be dating. First of all, I'm not gonna. Well, I'll be dating, you know, in these years, but I don't know. I feel like I would want to become best friends with my fiance first, my future husband. So that's why like 27. Well, I don't know. Maybe who knows?
You
Maybe
never
I'll
know.
be over things and
Maybe you'll be married. I don't know. You'll be married. I mean,
quickly. Okay, so yeah, hopefully I have somebody in my life. Maybe married, maybe not.
Pending.
And I hope I have my own business, like my own line of some type of product. I don't know if it's going to be hair, skincare, makeup. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to like open up a business besides content creating. And then living
Extra income.
Yeah, and then living by myself, or because I don't want to have roommates, by myself.
In the city?
Yeah,
Or in
no,
DC?
in Brooklyn. No, I'm not moving to.
Oh, you're not
DC.
there.
That's like a dream. Like
Okay.
one day.
But you won't move out there by yourself.
In DC? No, only if I have like a boyfriend or like.
Okay, that would actually like.
Because I don't have family there, so I would want to have like a companion.
Yeah.
No, but DC is more of like a dream, like a fantasy. But
It's a far dream.
So I would like to have my own apartment, not house, because I want to live in a luxury apartment. I don't want to take care of a house. Maybe buy an apartment, but not a house. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dreaming big.
I don't.
Okay. Next question. What are the pros and cons of being a content creator?
So the pros. Okay, so this goes hand in hand.
Wait,
so,
are you full time?
Yeah, I'm full time.
Oh my god.
I've been
awesome.
a full-time beauty creator or content creator since I want to say 2018. That's when like I fully became. I was still a student, but I wasn't working like anywhere else. Like this is my job. So the pros. I feel like everything goes hand in hand. So the pros are that you get to work for yourself, you make your own schedule, but at the same time, when you are working with a brand, you kind of don't work on your own schedule. I mean, you tell them like these are the dates that I'm available, but you're working with that brand and essentially for that brand because they have guidelines and deadlines that you need to meet. So, but I think that's with every job. So it's not really a con. So I have a few cons for being an influencer more than pros. Is that you don't have a set schedule. So you don't go to an establishment and work from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. You literally make your own schedule, and it can be a little draining and maybe a little depressing because because you don't you're literally working from home, filming at home, editing at home, and sometimes I like to go out to coffee shops and just to be in a different environment. But like when I think about it, I'm like, I'm home all the time. I need to go out. I need to like network, and that's like one of the cons.
Don't cry.
No, I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. You're funny. I'm about to imagine looking. I'm like, I am about to cry.
I don't have a napkin.
I'm like, I have glasses on. So not like having a set schedule, so you kind of have to be your own hype man and your own, you're your own boss, so you have to like make a time to go to the gym, make sure you wake up on time. Not waking up at 12, I don't do that either. Sometimes I do, maybe like once a week, but 2020, I want to start, like after the holidays, I want to start like just getting up early and going to the gym and having a routine, maybe coming to the city, collaborating with more people. And then the pros are that you get free stuff, but at the same time, it all comes with a price sometimes. I don't have to post.
So is it free?
Exactly. It depends. I don't get harassed by brands, and like they don't tell me you have to post if I send you something. Like they're all really nice, the ones that send me PR packages. So that's why it's more of a pro, because it's free. I don't necessarily have to post about it, but sometimes I do like to show love because I want them to keep sending me more. And it's also nice because I get to use them in different videos when I'm just making a random non-sponsored video and photo. Yeah, those are my pros and cons. I can't think of any more right now. And is it a con? But like you're your own stylist. Yeah, your own boss, your stylist, your own lighting, your director, everything. Like you have to think about everything. So that can be a little hectic and stressful because I don't know everything about lighting. Like I don't know about cameras.
That's the fun part.
Yeah,
because that's how we
learn.
Connected. Because we were like asking each other, like, yo, what you use? Yo, your setup was that? What camera you use? So I think that's the fun part. It kind of forces you to step out of your box and your comfort zone to talk to other people at events. Like me personally, I hate going to events. Like,
you
it's
do?
so bad. I'm such an introvert. Like I'm an outrovert, but I'm an introvert at the same time because it's a little difficult because when I'm in an event, like, and I don't know anybody, I'm like not that type of person to be like, oh my God, what are you doing? Oh my God, I follow you. Oh my God, I do this. To me, that's so uncomfortable.
You don't know how the other person
exactly. You don't know if they're gonna be as jolly as you are or as genuine as you are. Or sometimes people could just give you the shoulder, like, girl, I don't want to talk to you. And I'm just like, okay, I just want to ask you a question, you know. So it's happened to me. So that's kind of why I don't really like to go to events. And it sounds so bad, but because that's like where you get to network. But sometimes like it's just uncomfortable, you know? So for me at least, and I'm just like, unless I know somebody's going, like if she's like, oh, are you going to this event? And I'm like, okay, I know she'll be there. Yeah, I'm like, if I know she'll be there or like someone else that I know, then I'll be like, okay, at least I have someone to talk to and we can kind of like break the show together and like talk to other people. But like if no one that I know is going, it's hard for me to like force myself. And I also live an hour away from the city. So if I'm going to an event, it has to be like worth it. And I have to be like let's say I go to an event with someone, I can like have dinner with them after or like hang out with them after. That way it's not just like half an hour in an event. Like try to make the day out of it.
Yeah, I agree. I force myself to go to events sometimes. Now more than ever because I'm home all the time, so I'm like, I need to go out. So sometimes I force myself, and if I don't know anybody there or people look mean, I'll just vlog by myself and I'll just smile.
You
like,
you vlog by yourself?
Yeah.
I won't even do that. I'll be so shy.
Well, I won't really talk to the camera, but I'll vlog. I mean, like, I don't feel that weird. Sometimes I do feel weird because I'm like, I'm just like filming stuff, but we're all bloggers, content creators, so it's not as weird. They all know why we're there. Like we're filming, creating content. So yeah, I force myself to go, and sometimes I don't talk to anybody, or I'll just have like a 1 minute conversation with somebody, and then I'll be like, okay, that's it. All right, I did my job. I gotta go.
Yeah, that's dope.
I have curly hair. I have a problem with my back head. It doesn't get curly. What should I do for it?
She's like, I just rock it.
I really like, this year I really was like, my hair is my hair, like carefree basically. If it's frizzy and I'm not going to worry about it. And I always preach that on my Instagram because I feel like so many people worry about their hair, and it's like, girl, it's not going to look perfect all the time. It's not going to look as defined every single time. So like, just forget about it and go about your day. So I don't do anything specifically for the back of my hair. I like to moisturize a little more, but I don't think that necessarily makes it more defined or it gets curlier. It just hydrates it more, which can help in the long run for more defined curls. But we all have different patterns all over our hair, so the back of your hair might be a little looser like mine is, and the front could be curlier. Some people like underneath it's really curly, and then like on the surface it's looser. So I wouldn't like worry about it. Just make sure you're deep conditioning and moisturizing the back of your hair, because sometimes we might miss it too. Like we're all focused on the front and then the back we like forget. So make sure you're moisturizing. Moisturize is key.
Yeah, and you can also add less product there, and you can also finger coil. So if you see like your texture is dramatically different and you kind of want to blend it out, kind of just like put less product on there. Obviously moisturize it like she said, but you can either use like a Denman brush to maybe help clump those curls and curl it up a little bit more, or you can just finger coil that section and everything will like blend in and it won't look stringy compared to the rest of your hair.
Yeah, so I don't like finger coiling.
If you have time for that, if you finger coil,
if you want those,
if you really care about it,
yeah,
like if you really care about it.
I do the bare minimum nowadays. Like I am not your go-to curly girl anymore. I mean, some people still go to me, but like I really don't want to be that person. But also it's because I don't genuinely like doing my hair all the time. Yeah. Okay, how to get rid of the hardness on your hair after putting too much product on your hair or even gel. So scrunching and also using an oil, like a little bit of oil on your hands and scrunching and taking that gel cast away. And also it happens with creams, not only with gel, I've noticed.
Yeah, some creams are like a cream gel.
Yeah, sometimes you have to just, wait like an hour for it to like fully dry, because sometimes you think it's dry, but it's really not. Like you have to wait another hour for it to set.
Or you can diffuse, make your life easier.
Some people don't like diffusing.
Do you diffuse?
I diffuse, yeah. I diffuse and air dry. In the summer I air dry, in the winter I diffuse.
Okay.
You like to diffuse all the time?
Yeah, I diffuse all the time. Unless like I have no time and it's the summertime, then I'll air dry, but my hair is just so flat when I do that. I don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't use a brush for your hair. So your hair when it's like damp, it looks like they're not super clumped together.
No.
Right? So for me, because I use a Denman brush and because I clump my hair, it takes longer to dry and they dry kind of flat.
Oh, I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Because you kind of like fluff it and it's like already big.
You weren't into frizz before, right?
No, I'm still not into frizz.
You're still not? I thought you
I'm okay. Like I'm a little bit more like I don't use the Denman brush faithfully anymore, but I'm trying to like switch it up. But I'm just not a fan of frizz. Like it depends on how it looks. So like it looks good. It it doesn't look like, girl, you didn't do your hair this morning.
Yeah.
It looks like intentional frizz. Like, it's okay. For me, sometimes my hair looks bad when it's like frizzy, because like I would have like tight curls, and then it's like parts that are like really frizzy, tight curls, really frizzy. That doesn't look right. You know what I mean? So
I have looser curls, so maybe I can get away.
You can get away with it.
How do you guys manage your relationship and social media? This is kind of funny because I was in a relationship for 6 years and we just broke up like 2 or 3 months ago. And social media, I'm a social media person. I make money off social media. I'm a content creator, so it's my life. Yeah. But I I'm never obsessed with it. Like I don't know how to say this, but so my ex-partner and I at the time, we had arguments about social media because there were times where I just wanted to post him. Like I didn't want to tag him. I didn't want to put his information out there, but he was very like, no, like don't do that. Like you have so many followers. I don't want to be a part of that. Yeah. And to me, it was hard because I'm like, we've been together for so many years. It's not like you're a new boyfriend. Like we want to get married. We talk about marriage all the time. Yeah. Like why does it matter? Like I know that I have so many followers, but one, I don't have millions of followers, and two, I wasn't going to tag him or anything.
And even if that's your man, like you can show him off.
Yeah, and I mean there were obviously reasons why he didn't want to be posted, but it all made sense in the end. And it didn't work out for certain reasons. Yeah. But it was hard because I would always be like, it's your arm. Like I'm not even like showing your face. Like it's just your arm. Like why does it matter? And he would be like, no, like you have many followers. And I'm like, but nobody knows who you are. It's just your arm. Like if I would take a selfie or a little video and his arm would be in the way, he would be like, oh no, don't post that. Yeah. Which was a little like, really? It's just your arm.
A little side eye.
Yeah, so that's another story, but in the future, for my future relationships, if I'm dating or if it's getting more serious, I wouldn't want to post him in the beginning, but if we're already together for a couple of years, I would want to like post a little selfie of us on my stories or on YouTube, like just a quick little video. I don't want to ever dedicate my social media to my man or like transition into that. Like I don't want to be YouTube couple famous and stuff like that. Like I would just want to be a normal girlfriend that wants to post her man.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Wait, what was the question again?
I spoke too much.
No, I got into your story.
How do you guys manage your relationship and social media?
Okay, so for me, I'm engaged. So we've also been together for 6 years. We just made 6 years September. Yeah, so we've been together for 6 years. We've been engaged 1 year. And managing social media, I try, so it's hard, right? Because social media, like we were talking earlier, you make your own schedule, you work at your own time, you work at your own pace. And sometimes we have guidelines and deadlines we have to face, right? We have to like do something at a certain time. So sometimes like I would try not to work while my fiance's home. Like, so my days off are his days off. So I go by his schedule. So whenever he's off of work, he has a rotating schedule. Whenever he's off of work and we're able to hang out, whenever we're together, I try not to be on social media or I try not to work or like film because that's taking time away from his days off. And if he's at my house, it's because he wants to spend time with me, right? Not necessarily me working. I don't know how that's gonna work when we're married. I'm gonna try to like work while he's at work. That way it's like easier because we don't live together right now.
And it's also for your own.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be much better just to like create that schedule. So when you're at work, I'm at work. We're working together. But there's sometimes that I need him to help me take a picture, or I want to do an Instagram stories where I want both of my hands to be here. I need to show something. And having someone who's a good sport and respects and understand that that's your job and you kind of need to do certain things is great. That's important for having someone to work to do our job, right? You need someone who's actually going to be open and willing to help you in certain things. I kind of just transition into it, so it's an adjusting for both of us because he's also a very private person. He doesn't really like to be on camera, not necessarily because he doesn't want to be seen, just because he's just generally shy. Like he just doesn't like to be on camera. So that's something that it's kind of we're working on it because I'm vlogging and I just don't want to vlog by myself. Like that's
and you don't want to like put the camera away.
Exactly. It's like okay, like it's just you guys are just gonna see me. I have no family. I have no fiance. It's just an imaginary person, you know. So having him like in vlogs, like doing things together, or just living life, honestly, because he's a part of my life, right? So having him like understand and also respecting the boundaries of when it's time to work and when it's time to do things, and keep private things private, and things that you can share public. But I think it's also good to be able to have that work-life balance in a relationship and be able to compromise and respect each other. If you don't like to be on camera, that's totally fine. You know, but can you help me do this? You could be you could be behind the camera, you know. So finding that boundary, I think, is how you can manage it, honestly, and getting to know what the person likes and what the other person doesn't like. So.
Yeah. But if your fiance was like, don't post me at all, like, don't ever do that, what would you
I think that I would feel like that's shady. Like, what are you hiding? Why can't I post you? Yeah, I have a bunch of people that follow me, but so what? You know what I mean? Like, that shouldn't stop you from being on social. I mean, unless it's like legitimate reasons, unless
like he's an FBI agent.
Exactly. Unless like he's like an FBI agent and like he really wants to keep his identity private.
Yeah, and her safe.
Exactly. That's like understandable. But if it's just like, I just don't want people to see me. Like, I don't know. There has to be a legit reason as to why. And if not, you know, also respect it. But if you like don't want me on social, like, what would you hiding? What you hiding? What you doing?
Alright guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want us to collab more, please leave a comment. Follow her on social media as well. I will leave all the links down below. And go to her channel because she has part 2 of the Q&A. So yeah,
come on over. Mwah.